I have finished my weathered beach hut socks. This pattern is the Thomasina pattern by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. Let me just see if I've got a, yeah, here we go. It's from the Miss Potter Sock Club. Here we go, Thomasina. And it comes up with this really nice, very easy stitch pattern, which almost looks herringbone. The yarn I adore. It was a gift from Josie from Beaches and Birdsong. She got in touch and just said, I've started dyeing yarn. Would you like some to give it a go? Yes, thank you. This must have been about a year ago now. And I decided to knit these socks because I just thought, well, that'll show off the yarn dye really well. Look how consistent it is. It's perfect. There's no pooling, no puddling. It's just absolutely spot on. Don't know what's happened there. Obviously done 2 rows the same there. Oh well. Yeah, I love this yarn so much. When I was knitting the socks, I got in touch with Josie and I said, have you got anything that would go well as a heel? And she said, actually, I've got a mini set. I can't remember what it was called now. So I popped online onto her shop and I bought the mini set, and the brownie one is brilliant in this sock, and the other ones are gorgeous in my northeasterly blanket. I haven't finished these. I've got to sew the ends in. Now, as Dan from the Bakery Bears would say, a little chat about the pattern here. What did I make any changes? I think I might have changed. Let's see. Okay, so it's a twisted rib 2x2. That is exactly how it is. In fact, I followed the pattern to the T, thinking about it now. Twisted rib, heel flap and gusset, square heel turn, which is gorgeous to knit and it looks so nice, but doesn't fit my foot particularly well. These are a bit tight across the roof of my foot. What do you call this? The bridge of your foot? I think next time I do this pattern, I'll just extend the heel flap by maybe 2 or 3 rows, and then that'll extend how long the gusset takes, which should give me a bit more room up here, because I probably will knit these socks again because I just really like them. And then it's she calls it an umbrella toe, and you get to the last 8 stitches and she says to Kitchener them together. And if you buy the pattern, you get her tutorial on how to Kitchener. But with 8 stitches, I just run the thread through the stitches, tightened them up, and then I'll just sew in the ends. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, and here you can see I dropped a stitch, didn't realise, so I'm going to have to weave that in. A little Christmas thing. This came off of a pen that my friend Julie gave me one Christmas from Harrods. Yep, so that's it. I will put, oh yeah, I made a mistake there. I forgot that I was supposed to just knit flat and not do the texture. But there we are. I really love them. I think they're great. I will have to weave in the ends, give them a soak, shove them on the blocker and take some pics, which I probably won't do. And I always think I'll put it on Ravelry, but I probably won't because I'm hopeless.
I was just wondering what you were up to.
I can't do much without my hat because I can't see with my hair.
Do you need Mum to cut it?
No. No, I do not need Mum to cut it. No, I definitely don't. I don't think so.
She knows.
She's going to run off, isn't she?
What's this? Are you going to have a bath? Come on then. She doesn't want a bath. Come on, Poggy. Oh, poor thing. Oh, you don't like having a bath, do you? But look, I've got you this lovely dogwood. Fresh fur. Shampoo with tea tree.
Why don't you just use like Head and Shoulders on her?
She's a poodle. She's so sensitive. Right, Margo. We're all ready. Would you like to dip your toe in? Oh, good girl. It's getting nice and wet. Oh, you poor old poodle. Let's get these eyes wet so we can get the eye bogies off.
Oh, she's going to start doing that dog smell, isn't she?
Yeah, she will stink. A wet dog. Oh, where are your eyes? Right,
Oh,
so
she looks very odd.
is it recording?
Yeah.
We're on to TED Cam, are we? So I've got in here. Oops! Did you see that?
What are you using that for?
Because I've diluted the shampoo, right? So that it doesn't go in one spot. Look, if you're not going to help, you can stop criticising. You've got to get it all over and not in the
look at her.
eyes.
Look at her.
Oh, bless her little heart.
She's got massive eyes.
Look how small she is.
Yeah, but look at her legs when it's under the water. They go
I
huge.
feel sorry for her.
Look at her. Poor little poodle. You're getting your armpits. Gonna have to just do round your private place. Sorry.
Don't feel that then.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry, poodle. Just got to do your bits. Got to do your ears. Oh, poor poodle.
She has a beard.
Oh, she likes it. She's doing her little bear noise. Oh. You don't want to have the shower on too hard or it'll blow her across the bath.
Oh, that's the dog smell.
Sorry, poodle.
It's a bit silly because I thought they were meant to be like French water dogs.
Yeah. Water retrievers. Yeah, but
Get right up onto her face there.
she's
So
shy.
long.
Oh, look at all the eye bogies though. Let me get the eye bogies off.
That's the best thing I've seen all year.
Let me get all these eye bogies away.
That's one tiny dog. I knew she was tiny, but not that small.
Poor little bogey eyes. Oh, poor Poggy.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Oh, poor poodle. Oh, look at her. Oh, poodle.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh, who's that bunny up?
I did. Squeeze her legs. Look at that water comes
Poor
out.
little poodle. You pass me that towel and squeeze her ears out. Oh, look, she's flying.
Have you fed Bunny?
No.
Well, can you feed her?
Oh. Oh. Oh, she's so cute. Oh.
Oh, she looks so weird from the side as well.
Oh, look. Massive eye bogies all down on her beard. Ugh, gross. Oh. Little poodle. Right, record this. She'll go hilarious.
Okay. Her back legs like. Jack's legs when she just does that shaky thing. Go up and down on the floor.
What? What are you doing? What are you going little tail?
Oh, we should not be laughing at this. What? Oh my god! Gonna get run over by a small little dog.
She's got a party now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Poor poodle. She's let me brush her all over, but she didn't really like it. She's done.
He's got a wet nose.
I feel how soft she is. I couldn't really get her armpits. I could do with somebody holding on to her while I did those bits. I'm surrounded by a fair bit of muddle at present. I've got some knitting going on in here. So I'm going to decide what to work on next. I really want to cast on things though. And I want to tell you all about the stuff I've got in this basket. I think I need to do something about my eyebrows. They're so funny. I need to have a little think about what I'm going to finish. You see, because I've finished those socks, now I feel like I can cast on loads of stuff. But I've got some mittens in here that I need to finish. I'm knitting those comfort hearts, COVID comfort hearts. I linked to the pattern that I am using under my last video. And if I remember, I'll link to it under this video, but I was just a sneeze. That's not COVID, don't worry about me. If I haven't linked it, someone remind me, will you? I've also got these mittens to unravel and start again. This is a pattern by Nordic Stitches. It's Lily. She's got a new channel, Lily of Norway. And they're called Nordic Winter Mittens, and they look like that. So I've got those to do. So that's 2 pairs of mittens. And then what have I got? I've got my northeasterly. So I don't have a garment on the go. I could cast on a garment, couldn't I? And I have got the pattern for the Oldos sweater, so I think I might cast that on today, you know. I've just packed away all of the goodies that have been given to me to raffle for Bill's school, because now isn't the time, is it? Now's not the right time to be running raffles. I feel really sad about that. We'll do it as soon as we're out of COVID. I've been given some amazing stuff. I can't wait to share it all with you and to just get going with it. It's funny, Rachel on So Ray Me and I always end up having the same things a day after one another. She had a woodpecker, and then I had a woodpecker. Bee fly. A little bee fly. It's absolutely boiling out here. So, Spanish street dog found herself the hottest spot, which is against the wooden gate. You're lying on the ground by the wooden gate, cooking yourself. Look at her ear, look at her ears. I love it when they stick out to the side. Hello. Do you want some love from me? I love the sun. I love the sun. I'm going to sing a song. That's just you.
Put Margo around the edge.
But I can't sing. I got hay fever. I'll kiss you instead. All right, Mark's feeling quite the ticket. Aren't you smart? Aren't you smart now? Oh, he's biting me. Why don't you greet me like that? Oh, it's made my nose all fizzy. I love it so much. Oh, I've been out in the garden and it is scorchio. It's too hot. I've had to come in. So I've come in and sorted out supper. It's 5 o'clock now. I'm going to round up the kids, take them with me on the dog walk. It's been a bit warm before now to take her, but to be honest, she loves baking in the sun, so I don't think it'll bother her. I'm just kind of going by Margo. Margo's melting. Big news in the greenhouse. I got sweet pea. I've planted loads of sweet pea seeds and only one of them's come up. Most of them have rotted. I don't know what's going on. I've never had problems with sweet peas before, but just the year that I really, really want sweet peas, because my mates are all growing sweet peas, I sometimes feel like I've got creatures crawling on me after I've been in the garden. Yeah, all my mates are sending me pictures of their sweet pea progress, and I'm watching their vlogs, and they're then talking about their sweet pea progress. You know who you are. Well, I've got one pea now. I bet it's a horrible colour. They don't always come true from the seed, do they? Okay, so I'm back to my questions. Where did I get to? What channels do I watch on YouTube? I think you can go into my... If you click somewhere in YouTube on my account, you can see who I subscribe to. Now, I don't watch everybody I subscribe to. Some of them, they you move on, don't you? Your tastes change. So some of them I don't really watch anymore. And I wouldn't want to say here my favourites, because I'm bound to miss out one of my favourites and then I'll just feel anguish. But I very regularly mention my faves and my friends who are my faves, you know, all that. I very often mention them. Oh, this is brilliant. A lady, Valerie D'Emilia, sent a whole host of questions. She's asked, what makes up a perfect day? What do I look for in a friend? How do I handle conflict with a friend or neighbour? How many countries have I visited? Where in the US have I been to? How do I feel about Harry and Meghan moving to Canada? What are my fave foods, people, books, memories, movies? Who would I most like to meet? What question would I ask God? Any flight attendant stories? I've lost my place. Why do British podcasters put themselves down? What does waffling mean? What a brilliant selection. Uh-oh. Here she is. Oh, and a child as well. Oh, I'm mothy with children and dogs. So they're really... Ooh, who did that?
Oh my goodness!
Was that you? Good Lord. Okay, so I'm going to answer what makes up a perfect day. Well, it depends on the scenario, doesn't it? I mean, what makes up a perfect family day is different to what makes up a perfect day for me, like an out of the ordinary day. So I think my perfect day with my family is probably the same as everybody else's. Spend time together in harmony. I'm just pootling about. My perfect day.
Okay, on the Xbox.
Well, we're all gonna go for a walk. My perfect day on my own would be to not have to do any school runs, to have a cup of tea brought to me in bed, to then sit and knit in bed for a while, then...
Bill said, no, I'm not!
Oh, it's just me and you, Bun.
I'll come, if you want.
Do you want to come?
If you want me to come, I will.
Oh, I'm not answering that. You can come if you want. I'm not going to force you.
I'm not answering that either. If you want me
Just
to
come if you want to come. I'm fine on my own.
No, I'm asking you if you want me to come, and if you want me to come, I'll come.
No, I'm fine on my own.
But you don't want me to come?
No, I'm perfectly happy walking on my own.
You definitely sure you don't want me to come, okay?
You really want to play on the Xbox, and you haven't been on it today, have you?
Not really, no.
I got interrupted. Where did I get to? Perfect day for me would be, yes, to then get up, have something yummy for breakfast. This is not going well.
No, the balls are stuck in the tree.
Oh. Bill.
Go away.
At least I've still got my
Bill's just come in and had a tantrum. 2 balls are stuck in the tree. So something yummy for breakfast. I would continue to do some knitting probably. Obviously the whole house would be immaculately tidy and lovely and wafty. Then can't stop yawning. Then I would walk down to the local restaurant. I'd go over the fields, and in an ideal world, they'd be making my favourite meal ever, but they've stopped making that now. I would have a glass of wine. Then I would walk back, and I would probably do some sewing. I'd probably make a little something. Oh, do you know what? At the moment, I think I would knit. I would just knit. Knitting's my favourite and my best. Sewing at my sewing machine hurts my back. Hand sewing hurts my thumb. So I'd probably just knit. And then I'm assuming that children will have been at school all day, you see. So then the children would come home from school. And then we would all go out for Wagamamas or something like that, something to eat so that I didn't have to cook. And then we'd come back home and watch a film. That's my perfect day. I'm not bothered about going anywhere or doing anything in particular. Actually, if it wasn't for all of the concern that I have for our poor country, our poor people, our economy, our welfare, finances, all of that, if there wasn't all of that in the back of my mind, that overriding concern and the pit of your stomach fear of doom, I would be living my best life right now. I have no complaints. My family are well. My animals are well. I'm pootling about the house and the garden. You know, we're only, 3 weeks into this, so I'm missing people, but I'm all right. I'm all right, but yeah, I wouldn't want this to go on indefinitely because I am missing people. Not random people, specific people. But yeah, I'm having some really lovely days. Now that homeschooling has stopped. Homeschooling was horrible. Ugh.